Welcome to Life in the Fast Lane with Matt Tift and myself. How you doing, Matt?
I'm good, Keith. It is a special day, a day we used to all care about because, baseball used to be America's pastime, but I
Can you
guess,
stop using it in the past tense? Can you stop saying that? I'm excited. I'm happy. I had a good day.
hey,
Indians
they
lost.
said America's favorite pastime, so we're talking in past tense. They did that to themselves.
I don't want. They did. I watched a couple different games today. I watched the New York game. I was watching the Dodgers game versus Rockies. So much has happened and changed since Corona. It's just, they're still using. I was hoping that the last minute they would
Oh,
change
no,
it.
don't tell
There's
me using the fake crowd noise.
the what?
Is it the fake crowd noise?
No. There's the most places are allow, if not all, are allowing people in the stadium, but they're still using the runner on second rule.
Really?
Yeah, dude, it's horrible.
Well, how about them today? We talked about this before the show, and we're both Cleveland Indians fans.
We
And
are.
how about the fact that today they're playing in a freaking blizzard in Detroit, but games like the Red Sox get postponed or delayed. But for both teams today, it made Bieber look bad for a while. Now he's still with 12 strikeouts in there, so
13
redeemed his 13. Okay,
or 14. It might even have been 14.
I thought it was 12, but I might be wrong. Anyways, yeah, check that out. Check that stat for me. But they lost 3-2 to the Tigers. Miggy, he hit the first home run of the year. And I got to tell you.
Well, you were right. 14 was last year.
Okay. So either way, he got it back some. But,
He did.
I'm a Tribe fan. But one guy I do like, I got some family in Michigan. And one guy I've always liked is Miggy. Just something about him. Like, I can't.
Is who?
Miguel Cabrera.
Oh, dude, me and Tyler were just having this conversation.
Really?
So he's the one that roped it, right? I mean, he's the one that got the I think it was either a 2-run home run or I can't remember what it was, but he's the one that roped it.
First home run of the season for MLB. Yeah.
Yeah, dude, I was super stoked because it was him.
Yeah. See, that's
Like, of course I wanted it to be from the Indians, but dude, it was him. Like, that was awesome.
if there's anybody in the league, he's like the what's his name? He's like the Frank Gore of MLB, but way better.
The Frank Gore of MLB.
Yeah, because he's been around for like
MLB is
30 years.
baseball, bro.
Huh?
You mean the Frank Gore of football, the NFL?
No, he's the Frank Gore of I'm sorry, no, of MLB, of baseball, because Frank Gore is football.
Oh, I got you. I thought you were saying. I got you.
Yeah, because Frank Gore's been around forever, still does some things here and there, but like
He has been, dude. He has been. Frank Gore's been gone for a long time. I used to have him on my fantasy team whenever I used to play a long time ago.
Dude, I remember going to an '07 back when the Indians had the big playoff run, and we were playing against Miggy and all, and Verlander and those guys. Maybe Verlander was a bit later, but anyways,
Right.
those guys, and we had Jahani Peralta in there, and we had who else? What's his name? Blake.
Grady Sizemore. Yeah, Travis Hafner.
Oh yes, Hafner, of course.
Was Sizemore in that era? I think he was. Not entirely sure.
Sizemore was on his way out. I think his '08 was his last year, if I'm not mistaken.
Was it?
That was the era of the injured Sizemore.
Yes, it was. So no, he played till 2011.
Okay, so he's still there. Yeah.
So he did play for the Cleveland Indians from 2004 to 2011, but did not play in the majors for the following 2 years after the back and knee injuries.
So yeah, 2008 was his last
So you're right. 2008 was the last time he actually
stuff.
played.
Was that now '07? We still had CC Sabathia in there. Have you seen him? How good he looks now?
No, did he lose weight?
Dude, he's lost like 200, 250 pounds. Like, my man is like, I didn't know he was so jacked because obviously the dude was just a giant.
Yeah, dude.
Went to the Yankees and stuff, but he cut down, and I'm telling you, he is freaking ripped, like beyond belief.
Oh yeah, dude. Of course he is. But here's the problem with what we're talking. You said I don't like CC Sabathia, and it's not because of the arrogance that he has or anything like that. It's because he went to the Yankees, and now I have to hate Kluber because Kluber went to the Yankees. Like I just don't understand what we're doing. I just don't get it.
See, I would agree, but I don't, and here's why. if the team would have paid them to stay, they wouldn't have gone somewhere else.
The only thing is CC or not CC Sabathia, but Corey Kluber probably could have gotten some kind of a contract if he really wanted to, but did we want to give it to him? He's injured. He's on his way out. We're going to see what happens because obviously when the Yankees come to Cleveland, you know for a fact Kluber's going to be on that mound.
Yeah, well, and I feel like, too, with Kluber, he did struggle in big pressure moments, and they made a good decision getting rid of him and trading for him in the time they did because he was starting to show that he was a little bit injury prone. Things were starting to come up with his deal that just weren't the Cy Young winning Kluber anymore. It was starting to go away. Klubot was starting to turn into a Klubot that needed some oil changes and some bolt repairs in there.
Some bolt repairs, Klubot. Yeah, did you watch that injury when it happened?
It was nasty.
Oh, dude, it was horrible. Like I watched his arm break, and then he basically. But he never. But that's the thing is he shows no emotion. So I didn't know if he was actually in pain or not. But he still tried to make a play.
That's so him. It really is.
That's a man right there. That's a man. You realize that I stubbed my toe and I'm in bed for 3 days? This dude literally got hit with a rocket in the arm, then decided that he wasn't going to show any emotion, no pain, no anything. Got up, attempted to make a play, and then walked back to the dugout like it was like this happens to him 3-4 times a day.
I don't understand at all.
I don't either.
So let's talk about another player who has left the Indians, and that is Frankie Lindor. And I saw that he signed yesterday or today. They're going back and forth between deals, and he ended up signing, I believe it was a 10-year, $345 million deal. So he, they say you're only worth what somebody's willing to pay for you, and he's worth $345 million with no opt-outs, no exceptions, just straight up 10 years, $345 million. That is a big contract.
Dude, that is crazy money right there. Crazy money.
And you know what, Keith? I hate to go back and give ourselves some crap here because we wanted to keep Lindor. I don't think he was worth more than $270 for what he's going to be.
$270 million?
Yeah.
The Lindor's not worth $90 million.
See, that's my point, though. If he wanted a 10 to 12 year lifetime contract like he got, I'm just saying, I bet they talked about that number. I have to think they talked about $250,000. That had to be in discussions at some point. But if he was trying to get even more than that at a 12-year, $380 million deal, something like that. So if they tested the market and they went out of Cleveland, you have to imagine that when he was on this hot streak, that his manager or agent or whoever it is, they were probably pitching $400 million. If that was the case, because he wasn't far off of it, and if that was the case, I am with the Indians and going, you know what? You can just go walk somewhere else. That's fine. Now I'm starting to get it, a little piece of it. I'm starting to get it.
I mean, the only thing is, like, I don't know. This is something that we were talking about, I guess, earlier on the We Like Sports show. They were talking about it. I phoned in. But they were like, one of the big things is Lindor the new villain of baseball? He is, dude. He's a villain. Like, come on. You don't put up the kind of numbers you do, and you don't say the things that you've said and then expect people to go, yeah, you know what, we'll give him another chance. He basically said he folded during the World Series during the rain delay. He went and took a friggin' nap. And then he's like, oh, if I was older, we would have won that game. Piss off, man. You know how many people watched that game and rooted for the Indians? And some people like me need an Indians World Series so bad just because I can't stand it anymore.
I cannot believe that was said. And
yeah,
I was Team Frankie all the way. On our show, I blasted.
You're not allowed to call him Frankie anymore.
Yeah, I blasted the Indians. I blasted the Dolans. I blasted.
So did I.
In there. And I take that back now, knowing what he was probably asking for, what the Mets got him for. And A-Rod's probably in the meetings going, yeah, we'll give you this money. But do you remember what I did with the Yankees? That's probably the whole discussion.
That's how that conversation's going. A-Rod's like, yeah, you know what? I did just as much as you did, so I don't want to hear about it.
Exactly. He's probably talking about, he said, hey, Frankie, who was your girlfriend? Oh, yeah, I was dating J-Lo. I don't know if you saw that whole deal. That's probably how the discussion went down.
I was dating J-Lo. But here's the other problem I have with A-Rod, aside from the fact that he's a punk.
Yeah.
And I just think he's a horrible, horrible commentator. He was part of the PDs. He was part of the performance enhancement drugs. So, like, I don't really think he has any room to say anything about anything, just because he's I don't know. And what about this? A legend in New York, right? Like he's a legend for the Yankees. He's just right up there with Jeter and Ruth. I can't believe it, Mickey Mantle, all these people. Like that's what he puts himself on.
That well though, Keith. I don't know if he's perceived that well.
No, because he's a jackass. But now, here's even worse: is that he went and bought the Mets.
Yeah.
Like how do you do that and have any self-respect? Now you could have went anywhere. Jeter did. He could have went anywhere.
Yeah.
And I don't think people would have been as pissed off as they are now.
Here's the deal, though.
Idiot is with the Mets.
There is a complete trajectory of what the Mets do because A-Rod in his professional dealings is 2 for 3, and this is the last one to cross off the hat trick here. So PEDs, cheated with that, complains about people, did that. Goes with J-Lo, cheats on her, out of that, goes to the next deal. Now he owns the Mets. There's going to be a cheating scandal. They'll be the next Astros. The only thing he knows how to do is cheat and bullshit his way through things.
Oh, yeah, no, 100%. And I've not, here's the problem with Jeter, and this is many, not with Jeter, with A-Rod. Here's many things, is that he was a pompous ass on and off the field.
Yes.
Like, he just doesn't, I don't know, I just think he's arrogant. I think when he gets in the booth, he's a punk. I just think he's a punk.
It's one thing to be a pompous. Okay, I'm gonna use the NASCAR world. I'm gonna use Kyle Busch for an example because people say Kyle is a pompous ass, and if you go to media or if you go to him having a bad day, you'd be right. But if you see him off the track, the things he does for fans, the things he does in the campgrounds for signing for people and doing all this stuff, he's actually a very good, very cool guy. So. Sure. If you have an athlete that is both pompous on and off the court, field, track, whatever, that is where there's a problem. But I want to jump back to Frankie here for a second. So Frankie Lindor is saying that he laid down in the World Series. One, that infuriates me, knowing that knowledge. But two, if you wanted a big contract, and a big contract like he was trying to get, why would you not add to the resume World Series? And
Good question.
Also, when they were going the last 2 years fighting for wild card spots and going into the playoffs and fighting for those things in there, I kind of remember Frankie, batting around 170, 200. So was he bad? Was he himself still and was just screwing off? What was he actually doing? Like, is he actually good or is he actually bad? That's my problem with it, is that we don't actually know. You don't actually know what you get from him because does he give a shit that day or not? That is a big problem that I have with him. And I didn't have that problem before until he shed his own light saying, yeah, I didn't try. That's a problem.
I just don't think that in today, there's a lot of kids that look up to a lot of these professional athletes. Mm-hmm. And I mean, it. I mean, you're in it. You're living it. And there's no reason to be that pompous. There's no reason to be that arrogant. Listen, if you're on the field, yeah, be arrogant. That's what you want to do. You're a competitor. You don't want to lose the competitive spirit. But it's when you start treating the fans who pay your salaries, basically, like garbage, there's a little bit of an issue there. And I think A-Rod's always treated people like garbage. I've never heard of a good story coming out of the A-Rod camp.
No, not at all. I was just thinking about these salaries and stuff you're talking about there. And you mentioned, just obviously that we've talked about the salary that Frankie's getting, the amount of money that these players get paid, which is absurd, by the way. Because
it's a dumb amount. It's not even a real number.
MLB ratings have plummeted. NBA numbers have plummeted. And the amount of money these guys are making is insane. It is way more, to me, if you look at the entertainment value numbers in football, it is way higher than MLB and NBA. Now, I know there's longer seasons. I know there's longer blah, 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 blah. But I want to put that out there that football players, hockey players, and race car drivers should be in the similar ballpark to these guys. There is no reason a baseball player should go and make $35 million per year, every year, guaranteed, no opt-outs, no exclusion, I'm not saying the others are too low. I'm saying these are too high because the TV money is not there. The ratings are not there. The fanfare of MLB, we know, is down. We know things are messed up. We know fans aren't at the stadiums because of COVID. That's fine. But you can't keep paying these people this much money when you have America's pastime and they wonder why things keep on getting worse and worse and worse. Well, you and I have talked about this.
Sure.
the Indians and other teams like that have to become farm teams because you have people with all the money. Then you have the smaller teams with less money. They have to make what they can work. The Kansas City Royals, the Cleveland Indians, for the couple year run we had in there in the AL Central and in the American League in general, they were able to moneyball into the playoffs, into the World Series. But ultimately, who's going to prevail in a 20 to 30-year record? It's going to be the Red Sox. It's going to be the Dodgers. It's going to be Houston. It's going to be the Yankees.
It's gonna be the major market teams. I've always said that we can compete. We just need to have there needs to be a floor. We've talked about cap floor before. We've talked about all this. We've exhausted this whole conversation. Like, how do you not have at least a floor? I don't care about a ceiling, but it has to at least be a floor. You have to spend minimum amount of money. I just think it should be like that for every team in the MLB. I think it should be like that across all sports because it's just ridiculous. You are getting these players who are just getting paid ridiculous amounts of money, and they don't. A lot of the times, they don't even perform like they're supposed to. Mm-hmm. I mean, let's just be honest.
Yeah. Well, I remember there's a funny story. This was a couple years ago. Bryce Harper was one of the. Mike Trout.
Huge.
Mike Trout got the first big deal. They kept them going up. Then Bryce Harper gets the freaking giant deal.
Yeah, it was like $200 million.
I forget.
$300, $400 million. It was something outrageous.
Oh, look up the number for me while I'm telling this story because his contract was insane.
Oh, yeah.
As insane as Frankie's, but I think it's even more. Anyways, somebody calculated at bat what his cost was, like his cost per at bat on average per game. And
$330 million.
Over how many years?
Let's see. Harper's deal is for 13 years.
Okay, so Frankie's deal is more than Bryce Harper's. So that is one, insane. But two, so Bryce Harper, he struck out at bat, and they figured out his at bat every time he stepped up at bat was something like $25,000 or something like that. And so he struck out, and one of the fans, I'm making up that number, something like that though, something like basically a new car every time he stepped up to the plate. And the fan that was outside the dugout said something like, "Thanks for that $25,000, jackass." And then Bryce Harper actually found him in the stands and glared him down for a second. But it's so true.
But it's right.
3 to 6 swings, maybe 8 if you're playing it out on a long count. What?
Oh yeah, dude.
Is that much money?
Nobody's worth that much money. I've said that a bazillion and one times. Nobody is worth the amount of money they're paying Harper. Nobody's worth the amount of. Dude, even Mahomes. I'm sorry, he's not worth that. Lindor is dude. Lindor is at 90. I don't know. 90 million, maybe.
No,
70 million
is single A, double A, triple A. I forget the names for all the leagues and what they call them now, but you get the system of what I'm talking about.
Right, Cactus League, Grapefruit League. Yep.
Those guys barely have enough to eat and train and travel. But then you have
which is a problem.
Yes. So then the Mets, them buying Frankie Lindor for $350 million. I want them to go explain to the Mets farm teams to say, "Oh, I'm sorry, we can't pay you more than $25,000 a year, and you're just going to struggle, and you're going to travel for 30 weeks out of the year." Go explain that to their families when you just paid one dude $350 million. I would like to see why they're.
Yeah, bro. None of it makes sense. Zero amount of that makes sense.
100 million of it should be spread through there. And this is just sports I'm talking about here, but this is absolutely ridiculous why one guy is worth that much.
Oh, yeah, 100%, dude. I agree 100% with you. All right, we're going to take a quick break, but before we do, make sure you guys check out our Twitter. Make sure you check out what is the Life in the Fast Lane Twitter? You say it. Do it fast.
Life in the Fast Lane Show.
There it is. At Keith Miger 1 on Twitter, at Matt_Tift, and we are broadcasting from the KM Voice Studios above Hooligans Boxing Gym, the best boxing gym, MMA gym there is. He doesn't just teach you things, he teaches you life lessons. The coach, no, really, he's a good dude. Coach Chris, if you are in the northern, I don't care if you're in Mentor, I don't care if you're in Sandusky, I don't care if you're in Cleveland, I don't care where you are. You need to travel to North Ridgeville, and you need to join Hooligans Boxing Gym because it's by far, hands down, the best gym that you will find in a 737,000-mile radius. Yeah.
Well, and by the way, Keith, so KM Voice Studios here. I know it's above Hooligans, but where are we located out of Ohio?
North Ridgeville.
Well, but more broadly.
I don't know my address.
Okay, well, that's more precise. We're going the other way. Northeast
Oh,
Ohio. So this is a Northeast Ohio production, which we're very proud of. That's why we're talking about opening day, the Cleveland Indians. And we talked about a few weeks ago before opening day. We were talking about for the Indians opening day, the home opener. But we did talk about would it be sunny or would it be snowing? And I said it'd be snowing. And today it was snowing. So I'm going to take that one.
fact. Fact. I thought you were going to pull an April Fool's joke on me. I don't know. But I'm telling you right now, before we go on break, check out what? Shut up. Check out the Hooligans Gym. They have Facebook, Instagram. Check them out if you want to get in shape. You don't have to just go there to box and fight either. You can go there to get fit. And again, Coach Cox and his wife, Miss Carrie, are two of the most brilliant people I've ever met in my life. Cam Voice actually got their start because of them, to be honest. But again, check the gym out. Sign up. Everything is perfect there. It's amazing. So we'll be right back after this. We're going to talk about things that Matt has to say, so that should be interesting. Welcome back to Life in the Fast Lane on this April Fool's Day with Matt and myself. How you doing? I hear you want to come back in with a story, I suppose.
I do actually. So I don't know if you guys remember a couple of years ago, but Papa John's, they went through the whole changing the CEO and that guy flipped through and everything. You know, that whole deal happened. So now all the boxes have either a car or shack or something. You never know what you're going to get. Now it's their stuffed crust, which, by the way, I don't know about you as a kid before we get into the story, but I don't know about you as a kid, but Pizza Hut, their Friday night stuffed crust deal, that was like my favorite night of the week I look forward to. 'Cause Friday night would be our pizza night, and the stuffed crust on that thing was. So I wanted to ask, you owned a pizza shop. Did you ever do stuffed crust, or maybe not stuffed crust, but any like wild pizza that you liked making?
Dude, yeah, that's what my restaurant was all about. We made we made crazy stuff, dude. I made something called an asteroid burger. So it was called Oven 51. So we made an asteroid burger, and we basically, it's a hamburger, and you wrap it in pizza dough and you deep fry it. So good.
That sounds awesome. Is there sauce like in between the burger and the?
There was whatever you wanted. Like if they wanted butter sauce with butter sauce, they wanted ketchup, mayonnaise, do whatever. Like we had it. We had it all.
That sounds delicious.
It was good. It was definitely not for diabetics. But we made like cheeseburger pizza. We made s'mores flatbreads. We made all kinds of stuff. But yeah, dude, like all kinds of stuff. But my favorite pizza actually is stuffed crust pizza. But I like Papa John's, dude. Like all right, listen, I don't like Little Caesars pizza.
Really?
No, it's
But
quick.
I feel like it's not great pizza, but for being what it is, it's pretty good pizza for like just going and grabbing the pizza and go like on the road. Okay, so my dad and I, we'd be going from a go-kart track or something when I was like 12, 13 years old. And
So last week.
yeah, sure. And I'd actually pull out the Atlas, literally the Atlas, because we used those back then. And before we bought a GPS, like I got a Garmin, and which people will never understand, younger than me at all. But we would go and we get off a stop and we find Little Caesars. We go in there and we both get a pizza, and that's what we'd eat, on the way back. So that was, I guess, I don't know. I always enjoyed that of just being able to go in, grab a pizza, and get back on the road.
Like, dude, like I'm just not. I don't know. All right, but here's the thing. Like Little Caesars pizza, yeah, for what it is, I guess it's edible. But Little Caesars has the best butter dipping sauce. Like away from any other sauce, it is Little Caesars butter dipping sauce. Like it is the best stuff ever.
Their crazy bread is good too.
I mean, their crazy bread's okay, but I still I'm not a big like cheesy bread eater. So like the crazy bread, cheesy bread, whatever. I don't really eat that. I'm more of like, and I want. What do you put on? All right, here, let's do this. Pineapple. Does pineapple go on pizza? Because I'm gonna listen to Chef Ramsay on this one.
I don't know what he says, but when I would make, but when I could eat a whole pizza. Now, currently, I'll get a pizza and I'll get extra cheese and extra toppings and just scrape it off the pizza because I can't eat the bread.
Right.
But when I would eat legit pizza, because I can't do pineapples now either, because it turns out I got allergic to pineapple at some point, but I do love pineapples.
Yuck.
I know. So I would get a large pizza, right, from Papa John's, get extra cheese, full pepperoni, and I would do half pepperoni and half pineapple. The other one would be half pepperoni, half black olive.
I mean, that's not bad, but so you believe in your is this an April Fool's joke? Are you deranged? You believe that pineapple goes on pizza?
Because I like the saltiness of the pepperoni and I like the sweetness of the pineapple.
No.
Yeah, because then you have the saltiness and the creaminess of the cheese, and then you have the sweetness of the sauce.
No.
I
don't know how to say this other than your taste buds are wrong.
I like Hawaiian pizza. I mean,
nope.
I like it. I like it.
Nope, you're wrong. Pineapple doesn't go on pizza.
Why not?
It's disgusting. Pineapple, for one, I don't even like pineapple to begin with. Like, I'll drink pineapple juice if I have to. Like, if I'm sick or something.
Pineapples to begin with, of course you don't like. I don't like anchovies because I don't like them in general.
But I mean, like, I like pineapple juice, and I'll eat pineapple if I have to, like if I don't feel good or whatever. But there's something about warm pineapple on a pizza that's disgusting.
See, one of my favorite burgers I would make years ago would be.
Are you gonna tell me now? Hold on a minute. If the next words out of your mouth are, "I used to put pineapple on a burger," I might have to end the stream.
Okay, well, we're about to end the stream, so I would take a burger patty, I put on the grill, medium rare, take it off. Then you get, meanwhile, you
don't get brownie points for eating it medium rare, by the way.
Thank you.
That doesn't make you more of a man. It made you, you just put pineapple on a burger.
Well, okay.
Go ahead.
Hang on. So, meanwhile, while the burger's cooking, 4 minutes aside, you got the pineapple ring that's cut out, or you just buy pineapple rings from the store. You grill it for like 30 seconds each side, take it off, burger finishes cooking, and then you put the pineapple ring on there. Then you put Sweet Baby Ray's barbecue sauce on it. Oh, so
And
good.
then put it directly in the toilet.
No, right in my face. Right in my face.
right, right in your face, huh? Not. You don't take bites. You just inhale it. That what you kind of do? Just kind of. You're a cartoon, dude. I'm telling you, pineapple doesn't go on pizza at all, but it definitely 100% does not go on an American-made burger.
Disagree.
Don't look at me like that.
Disagree.
You can't. There's some things in life that are just universal law. 2 + 2 will always be 4, and pineapple doesn't go on hot foods.
Where's the law that says that?
Google it.
It's made up if it is there. It's not.
No, that's a law. Are you kidding me? It says you can't do. Dude, you're borderline committing a felony.
All right. Well, I like pineapple on my pizza. I can't do it now, so I don't know. Maybe if that hasn't been.
Question though. In all seriousness, can you have pineapple at all?
No, I'm actually somehow I developed an allergy to pineapple, so I can't do pineapple.
Well, okay, so any fruit actually, can you have it? Because fruit has natural sugar in it, and we have to watch our sugar. I can't have fruit.
Yeah, so
very rarely.
I gotta have less than 30 carbs or 30 net carbs or 30 grams of sugar a day. So that's 1 fig Newton, people. That's how strict it is for epileptic keto. So basically, I will do. So the Cheesecake Factory has a really, really good low carb cheesecake, and they do strawberries and whipped cream. So strawberries and blueberries and a couple of blackberries, those are okay. Anything else is very, very borderline. If I'm gonna do a hard workout, bananas, like maybe a half a banana cut up and mixed with peanut butter to get fats in there, then I can do it like that.
Okay, so Crystal says, I love pineapple. It's my favorite, but not on pizza. Christopher Cox says, maybe we should open up a restaurant and call it Pit Stop Pizza.
Ooh.
We'll give him credit for that later. That's what I'm saying.
I will send no royalties to you, but good job. Good idea.
So what is your favorite fruit then? That you had to cut out completely.
My favorite pre-race snack, which has to do with the fruit, I'd say banana, because my favorite pre-race snack before keto was always bananas and peanut butter, or bananas and peanut butter, not on a sandwich, but it's the Elvis sandwich, right? Peanut butter and bananas. So I would always do that. But I would not put bananas on a pizza. However, what I do like on a pizza is Cece's Pizza, and you got the cherry pizza.
Hey, Matt, stop. The stream stopped.
Oh.
Tyler's trying to get it back.
Are we paused?
Just kidding, April Fools.
I
had to get you back because Tyler put that you were going to get me first, and I didn't know what it was going to be, so I wanted to get you first, but I didn't want you to say anything stupid, so I decided not to do that.
I was when I said I was having a great day.
I don't know. You were freezing pretty bad, though, the other day, and but it was catching itself, it was the frame rates or whatever, but then you did it on purpose, and I legitimately thought you were frozen.
Is that right?
Yeah, you were being a dick. I mean, that's what you do. You're a jackass. Yeah. A lot of the times, you're a dick to me.
Well, okay. I want to get to the story before I forget about this.
I thought you were supposed to lead in with it.
Well, you caught me off guard going on and on about pineapple and pizza. So, but this is about
started
Papa John's. This is about Papa John's because when you get Papa John's, there's always that big bubble on 2 or 3 of the slices, right? That big air, the crust bubble.
Yeah, but that's on all of them.
Okay, but I would say mainly Papa John's. I love Papa John's, don't get me wrong, but it's normally on Papa John's. But anyways, so news story has come out. So I was talking about the CEO and all the allegations and things and problems they've had over the last few years. Well, now Papa John's has come under fire for cruel treatment of the bulbous deformed creatures that lactate the pizza sauce.
What?
Yeah, PETA has now come after Papa John's because the bulbous creatures, those things that come out of the crust, are they're messing with the pizza and they are unfairly treating the bulbous creatures that come out of the pizza crust.
Is that real? Or is that from The Onion?
Nah, it's The Onion.
I was going to say, dude, come on. There's no way. I don't. Are we allowed to laugh at PETA?
Peter? Yeah, sure. PETA.
Not Peter. PETA.
Sure, we can laugh at PETA. Because
Okay, good. Because they're a bunch of
well,
idiots.
because PETA just called out a bunch of bulbous deformed creatures that lactate the pizza sauce. I'm trying to get this to so. Yeah, there we go. They made creatures on the Onion article that look like giant cows or something. It's disgusting.
Oh,
They have like little straws in the udders of it. It's gross.
the udders. You can't say udders on a stream.
You're right. That's utterly horrible for me to say.
How long were you sitting on that? Like you baited me into saying that, right? Like you had to have.
I did not. I did not think about that at all.
Oh, it pisses me off. Oh my god, that pisses me off. Those cows, whatever, look awful.
They're disgusting, aren't they?
Like that is gross. I would not. That's not a good ringing endorsement.
So that's what I'm saying. That Papa John's is now under fire because they're on practically every other slice in the pizza thing. So PETA is cracking down on them.
This is why. This is what you wanted to open back up with. This is what you said. I needed to hurry up because you had a story that you wanted to get out, and it was about pretend cows on an Onion Network news article about Papa friggin' John's.
Yeah, but now I feel good. I'm happy now.
Oh, well, as long as it made you happy, I'm happy too.
All right, here's something that's you're talking about the gym upstairs, right? And
No, I'm upstairs. The gym is downstairs.
yeah, I'm sorry, downstairs. So you're talking about that. I want to ask you because you used to be in boxing. We had an MMA guy on here a few weeks ago. Something that a lot of people have been doing and joining lately is CrossFit. Have you ever done CrossFit?
This is an April
Or you
Fool's
took up
joke.
smoking and having diabetes.
Is this an? Have I ever done CrossFit? Yeah, I just got done doing it a couple days ago, Matt. And I do CrossFit. What the hell? Why would you call me out like that?
No, I haven't either. I'm just wondering, at any point of your life, have you done it?
No.
Okay.
What part of my life, what in the history of our relationship as a friend would make you believe that I've ever done CrossFit in my entire life?
Because you told me how good of a fighter you were and how much of a
I
boxer.
boxed. There's a difference. I boxed. I was trained. I'm not doing like Billy Banks Tybo crap.
Yeah, I just didn't know if during that time period of your life, if you did
No.
you maybe did other stuff. But I was wondering, it's
No.
a hot new trend, and I didn't know. So BJ, my co-owner at Live Fast Motorsports, he and his wife do CrossFit, and I read through the book of those things, and so it's like integration of every kind of exercise in there. Then it's a time thing,
Yes.
and when I read it, I get sore, and so I don't do it.
I get sore hearing you talk about it.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm not going to. Coach said we need to prepare Keith to fight the podcast troll.
Is that me?
No, not a podcast troll. It's that one guy. I'm not going to say his name because he's got like 3 views in his past 16 years of doing it.
Yeah. You're right.
He's a douchebag.
Yeah, I still want.
But I want you to know something. I haven't worked out in years. I'm just being honest. I mean, like years. Like
Okay.
I'm not.
Well, let me ask you about that because
Sure.
before I met you, you did some stuff for The Hunt, the TV show, and you guys had a trailer out for that, and you had some headshots taken, and you've lost a substantial amount of weight from them. So what did you do then? Because you haven't worked out.
Children. That's a thing. And I just don't eat anymore.
But normally children make you gain weight, right?
No, that's if you're a female.
No, not.
Oh, I didn't know if you knew how that worked, like pregnancy worked. No, I don't know. I don't stress eat anymore. I've become a lot calmer, Matt. I want you to think about this. I'm a lot calmer than I was at the start of everything.
That's scary to think about, but okay.
This is what happens when you're constantly stressed out. But no, I become a lot. So I eat better. I only eat fast food once a day, and then that's all I eat.
Moderation.
I don't take care of myself at all. Like, dude, I don't eat healthy. Like, as a diabetic, let me tell you something. As a diabetic, diabetes is the worst thing that for an Italian that I think they can possibly get, right? Because, of course, I'm Italian, so I want bread and pasta constantly. But I'm also a meat eater, so I want the protein in it too. But do you have any idea how hard it is to look at like pasta and just cut? I basically cut carbs except for bread out of my life completely.
I'll have to I would imagine that's to be very hard, but I will share a skillet lasagna recipe to you, and I'm telling you, it's layers of beef, cheese, ricotta, beef, sauce, of course, in there. Like it's a 5 layer skillet thing, and when you eat it, you're like, I don't even miss the noodles. That's how good it is.
I want it.
It's delicious. I'll send it to you.
Well, when you come down, we'll cook together. We should do a cooking show together.
Yes, we will do yes, we'll do a cooking show. I like it. We'll do a
What's that?
unfiltered live cooking show.
Unfiltered live cooking show. There'll be a lot of swearing. There'll be a lot of injuries.
A lot of burns.
And but it's gonna be good food because I'm Italian and I actually know how to cook. So you look, I mean, what you just got out of home ec last week. So I mean, you should be fresh out. You should know how to cook.
Yeah, I got a couple hours in there.
A couple hours at home ec. I like it. All right. Did you watch the Snyder Cut yet?
No, not yet. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Actually, I was.
So you just don't care what I say.
Well, it's not that I don't care what you say per se.
It is.
Honestly, no. I just haven't had the time to watch it yet. So when we went to Atlanta, I also went to Mystic Falls, which is Covington, Georgia, because Jordan and I's favorite show is The Vampire Diaries. That's also where they shot The Walking Dead. They did Freaky, the new Vince Vaughn movie that came out a few months ago. Also another good movie to watch.
Did it really?
So it's a cool town. It's like a little Hollywood town. It's a small town. But
Sure.
So anyways, that's re-sparked our enjoyment for the show. So we've been rewatching that a lot. Yeah. So long story short, I did not watch the Snyder Cut yet, though I need to. And honestly, I was thinking what I'm going to do is when I'm traveling on the road these next few weeks and I'm back at the hotel and the day is done, I want to get through. So I'm starting over the MCU, but I'm doing it in chronological order. So I've now done, I've done Captain America. I've done 2. Then I did Iron Man. I did Captain Marvel in there. And so I'm trying to get through all of them because I never saw like Thor. I never saw like the actual Thor movies. Never saw them. There's still quite a few. I didn't see Black Panther. Like there's all these ones I want and need to see. Because I want to go through them, but then same with all the Batman ones, and the Superman, and the Spider-Man. I know that's not DC, but the Spider-Man, all that stuff. I need to catch up on it because there's so many things that I'm doing now that I feel like every time I watch it, I'm like, wow, these are good movies, and I feel like, hey,
the thing is, they are good movies.
That's my job. I feel like that's my obligation now is to go through and watch those movies, and then
that's an awesome excuse to sit down and watch movies every night.
And now I'm going to create a hierarchy of my favorite ones of what I like. So
what does that have to do with the Snyder Cut?
My point is I haven't watched the Snyder Cut, but I'm going to because I want to watch the whole Marvel.
The Snyder Cut has nothing to do with Marvel.
No, but I said DC too. I want to watch their stuff as well, so I can do like when we talk about this stuff, I can actually be educated on both sides.
I got you. I respect that. All right, let's take our last break of the night, and when we come back, we're going to talk about more stuff Matt wants to talk about.
Or Keith, I don't know. Wait, we're still live, right?
Yes.
Okay, I do have breaking news I need to put out there. So in 2022, I'm actually returning to do 5 NASCAR Cup Series races.
Oh, Matt, you're going to get ESPN and everybody else. You better say that next sentence real quick.
I'm looking forward to it.
We'll be right back. Don't go anywhere.
Welcome back to the Life in the Fast Lane show with myself and Keith Migra. I made a shocking announcement before the break. I know you all are on the edge of your seats about me doing 5 Cup Series races next year. I can confirm that is true on April Fool's Day.
Oh, dude, you had me shocked for a second.
No, I'm not lying. I have an iRacing rig over there. I'll probably play like at least 5 Cup Series races that I'm driving in. I didn't say it's going to be like legit NASCAR. It would probably be like video game world NASCAR.
Oh my God, that makes me so mad. Crystal Jason says, "For real or April Fools?" And it looks like we got our answer, Crystal.
For real, but just virtually.
I don't even know. Wait a minute. Doesn't NASCAR have a virtual league?
Yeah, they do, but I'm not doing that one. I'm doing one I can actually win in. It's on the Xbox.
Dude, you have no idea how awesome I am at racing games. You should put me in there.
You know what? Okay, so we have 2 show ideas when I come up to Ohio. We're going to do a cooking segment, and the next day we're doing a racing show.
Oh, yeah, dude. Oh, I will destroy you in racing.
I think I will destroy you more than your diabetes does when your blood sugar goes down.
Oh, my God. Damn. Wow. All right. Yeah.
Side note on that, I had to call Keith the other day because my blood sugar actually plummeted, and I was like, Keith, I think I'm dying. What's going on? I had low blood sugar.
I think I'm dying. What's going on? Eat sugar, Matt. Eat some sugar. So you said you wanted to talk. Speaking of sugar, you said you wanted to talk about Easter. What about Easter do we want to chat about?
All right. I want to talk about, because we know that there's Good Friday this Friday, and then we have Easter coming up. And I don't really know, other than, of course, everything with the church and stuff like that for Easter. I want to take that part out of it. And what's an Easter, like, what is Easter to you other than just like church stuff? Like, is it going like with kids to go Easter egg hunting? Is it food? Is it dressing up in pastel colors? Like, what is it to you?
Who the hell does that besides
Everybody
creepy?
in the South, dude. It's creepy.
Are you serious? That's awful.
Lily Pulitzer, flower, bright dresses, and pastel colors. Everybody.
No. They shouldn't. No.
Yep.
They shouldn't be allowed to do that. I need to call the South. We need to have a conference call with the South.
Okay.
The whole South.
If it's not about that, is it about brunch? Because I think that's a lot of it now. So
Brunch. So pastel. What? What do you mean? What do they wear? What? Pastel what? Like
colors.
Turtlenecks?
No, just like polo, like Ralph Lauren polo, pastel color shirts, and khaki.
No.
Lots of
No. We need to talk to the South.
It looks like.
Is there any way in the next couple days before Easter you can hook me up with a contact you have that is the South?
Okay. Well, I have every fraternity everywhere because they all dress the same, and everybody just dresses like frats on Easter.
Okay, so there's a lot wrong with the South when it comes to how they dress for Easter, so I understand that now.
Every frat wears chubbies. That is also freaky, and I don't like
What's a chubby?
I didn't know until I came down here. You know, like 70s shorts, how short they were?
So you could see their chubbies?
It is 2 inches shorter. It's like supposed to show off thigh muscle or something like that. Dude, I moved down here in 2014, and I was like, did I just step back 40 years? Like, what is this? And it's all guys, all Lacoste shirt or a Ralph Lauren shirt, and they all have these shorts that are barely longer than girls' Nike, like just normal workout shorts.
So what do we got to do to get you to dress up like that and take a couple pictures?
Get this show 100,000 views.
So never. Is what you're telling me.
Someday.
Someday. So what? I don't know. Easter to me is about food, man. Like, but hold on a second. I don't back down from anything. But like, dude, the real reason for Easter is my belief in Jesus. That's what the real reason for Easter is.
I said a part.
I know, but I felt like I had to say it.
Fine. Okay, but I agree with you on that part. But fine.
But then the food But the food aspect of it, I'm Italian, so of course we have fried lamb. We have, all the good stuff. It's still baked lamb. We have roasted potatoes. We've got calamari going. We've got weddings. Just so good. Everything is good.
I've never heard of that combination, to be honest with you.
Have you ever had fried lamb?
No.
Honestly.
I've had lamb.
Matt.
Fried lamb, no.
Oh, I'm disgusted.
I like lamb chops. Those are delicious.
Oh, yeah, though actually lamb chops are good. But it's not compared to fried lamb or roasted lamb. Are you serious?
Never had. Okay, but that's what an Easter meal looks like for you?
Yeah, I mean, so it's an Italian, it's a authentic Italian dinner, I guess is the best way to put it. It's got, we have the roasted lamb, but the thing is, like, I grew up with this. So this is going to happen. But, like, if there's one thing that is ever going to spark my memory into remembering things, it's going to be smelling fried lamb cooking or the roasted lamb. It's like, it's that, I don't know, man. It's super,
sensory.
I've always had family around. So, I mean, I'm lucky, #blessed, right? Like, I'm blessed to be able to have my family. My grandma's still here. Like, we're still doing things like that. So, for me, yeah, you take a bite of that fried lamb, and it's my childhood all over again with I think we had 9. I think there was 9. 9 grandkids all playing football in the backyard. That kind of stuff to me is what Easter's about. Family, the dinners, hanging around, kicking it, that kind of stuff.
That is a strange menu, but no, I totally understand. I agree with the rest of it. Yeah.
Oh, fried lamb is so good, so good. All right, we got 2 minutes left. What do you want to talk about? Do you want to promote? What are we saying? Final words. Matt's a TIFF bit. We need a TIFF bit.
TIFF bit. Okay. What are we doing? Give me a subject or a topic, and I'll do a TIFF bit. We haven't done that in a while. Hello, join in. What are we doing about?
Pastel polos.
Pastel polos. Normally on the discount section, you can find them in Goodwill because they're normally thrown out afterwards. If you go to any large sporting store, they'll find them in the fishing section for about $150. They'll probably say they have an SPF rating on them. They probably will not work. Will you look like a douchebag in them? Yes. Will you pair with khakis? Yes. Will you wear them with boating shoes? Absolutely. Will you have the
sweater?
The sunglasses with the thing that holds them on the back of your neck? Of course you will. And at the end of the day, will you pair that all with a visor? Yes, you will.
With a visor? Wait, you forgot the fanny pack. Are fanny packs big down in the South?
No, but the visor is.
Really?
Yes.
Wow. So this is the last show of the week for us. We'll be back Monday at 7 p.m. I do believe, right?
Either 7 or 8, but more than likely 7.
It's gotta be 7. 8 is Sir Yacht.
Yeah, it's 7. It's 7.
7, buddy.
7.
We're right. 777. Oh, Lil Nas is gonna be pissed. So
going off our own luck, not the devil's luck.
We'll be back next Monday, guys. Thank you so much. Share it. Check us out. Follow us at Keith Miger1. Follow us at Matt_Tiff. Tyler still has the volleyball on the Twitter sign. He did not change it, but that is okay. He's slacking a little bit. Make sure you check out our Patreon, which is not an OnlyFans. It could be an OnlyFans if you really want to see Matt in some pastel clothes. He said he would do it for the Patreon. I just got word. That was a good text, man. Thanks. And we'll be back next Monday with a lot of cool stuff.
I will not do that.
You can't just no. Tyler didn't even sign off, so that way you had a chance to say you wouldn't do it. So how about this? If you sign up for the Patreon, I will try to attempt to get Matt to wear his boating shoes. And I know you have them. Boating shoes. One of those like Letterman sweaters.
I'm telling you, just like my chick, that I will go down the street. I have 2 Goodwill options, and I will find a complete $500 outfit for $7. And will I look like I'm going fishing after? Of course. Will I be going fishing? No.
Oh my gosh. All right. We'll see you guys Monday.
Sponsor us.